So that's the elliptical marquee. There's also a rectangular marquee tool. That's anything that's square or rectangle that you want selected. We don't want the backgrounds in some of these images, but if you had a square selection, you would easily click, hold, and drag from one corner to one corner and release the mouse to make a square selection and copy and paste. But we don't want to do that. The next tool that I want to discuss is the object selection tool. This is a very nice tool. This is something new that CC is offering. They did not have this in older versions, but what you do is you take that tool that's located where the magic wand and quick selection is. It's the object selection. If you click, hold, and drag a square marquee around like the radish, let go, let it do its thing. Because it's on a white background, it should actually find the edges very quickly once it's done rendering. Just like that. Very nice tool, but it's only going to work in it, when it's solid white background, or if it's a black background, blue background, anytime you have any solid color background. And it selects a irregular object like the radishes very, very quickly, and that's a very nice tool now that Photoshop actually offers. So with that selected, we will go to Edit, Copy, and then go to our document and Edit, Paste. And if you want, you could use these as eyebrows. Some people like to use it as like a mustache or something like that. You can use them as both. Let's do a mustache. Duplicate it. Hit OK. Edit. Transform. We're taking that duplicated layer and we're flipping it horizontally, and we're going to move it to the other side. If I want to duplicate them more, I can use them as eyebrows, but we'll use them for a mustache. I like it. File, save. Go back here. Deselect because we don't need that anymore. Another way of deselecting is going to select on top of the menu bar and hitting deselect, or Command D. Now we're going to move on to the lasso tools. Here are your lasso tools. These are trickier, and these are definitely the tools that you want to master. Anytime you have the regular lasso tool, you could always do like an abstract selection very quickly, but you got to be very careful because there's nice, sharp, straight edges here. I don't recommend doing this unless you're doing like an abstract selection, but so 9 times out of 10 you wouldn't do that. Even 9.9 times out of 10 you wouldn't do that technique. But where the lasso tool is, you have the regular lasso and then the polygonal lasso. Magnetic lasso, you can work on that on your own time. I believe some book lessons would do that. I'm just going to show you the lasso and the polygonal. They're kind of the same thing. When you have the polygonal lasso tool selected, what you do is you can make teeny tiny clicks when you're doing curves. You don't want to go from here to here because it's creating a straight line on a curve. But when you're doing a curve like this, teeny tiny clicks to make that nice curve selection. But when you go from a straight line from here to here, you don't have to do teeny tiny clicks. It's just from click here and then move it. The mouse here, click once. From here to here, click once. Drag it down from there to here, click once. So you don't have to keep clicking and clicking and clicking on a straight line. But what just happened is because this is one of the problems that you have with the polygonal lasso. Anytime you're doing these teeny tiny clicks and you accidentally double click, it's going to complete the selection for you. So I'm going to deselect. If you're someone who likes using the polygonal lasso, by all means go ahead. I like doing something a little bit different. I select the regular lasso. So with the regular lasso, when you start in an area, you're going to do the same thing with a curve. You're making teeny tiny clicks, but before you start clicking with the regular lasso, hold Option and don't let go until you're completely done with your selection. Because when I start here and I'm holding Option the whole time, you'll see your regular lasso transforming into the polygonal lasso. And it's pretty much doing the same exact thing, holding Option with the regular lasso, then just having the polygonal lasso. The only difference is using the regular lasso and holding Option to transform it into the polygonal lasso is if I accidentally double click, it doesn't complete my selection for me. So that's why I like using the regular lasso compared to the polygonal lasso. The only downfall to doing the regular lasso with the holding Option, transforming it to the polygonal lasso, if you have a phone call and you're like halfway in between a big time selection, either if you let go of Option, it's going to complete that selection as soon as you let go. So you either let that phone call go, or if you have to go to the bathroom, you have to let go of Option and then start all over to make sure you have the whole entire thing that you want selected inside your selection before you leave or let go of Option. So that's the only downfall to doing it this way. But I like it better because the regular polygonal lasso, if you have that selected and as soon as you double click on accident, it completes your selection. If you're halfway through, it's going to make you very angry. And there you go. Bow tie is selected. Edit, copy, edit, paste, edit, transform, scale. Bow tie is already on its own layer by default. You know that. And done. File, save. Deselect. Get more practice with the mushroom with the lasso tool. Nice big curve, so it's teeny tiny clicks with the regular lasso. Keep in mind I'm holding Option, making tiny clicks to get my curve. And I do understand you probably could use like a different selection tool like the quick selection to make this selection, but we're just learning all new different sorts of selection tools. It's going to get to the point where the lasso tool is definitely a tool to master, because it could come to a point where you get to a very difficult selection that has a lot in the background and all these other selection tools won't work, and the only thing that's going to work is your lasso tool. So definitely master the lasso tool. Keep in mind, when you go from a curve to straight lines, where I'm at right here, I click once there, and I don't have to do all teeny tiny clicks. I just drag my mouse to make a straight line, and then click once. Saves you some time. Gives you nice, perfect straight lines too. But anytime you're on a curve, it's small clicks. Straight line, go from here to here, 2 clicks. Back to a big curve, teeny tiny clicks. You'll learn more about the magnetic lasso tool in book lessons. But once you have that selected, go to Edit, Copy, Edit, Paste. And this will be his hat. Shortcut key for scaling things up instead of going to Edit, Transform, and Scale is the same thing as holding Command and hitting the letter T as in Tom, and it will scale it up. That's your shortcut key. Use it for his hat. And then whatever you want to do for the lips here, the kiwi, you can use any selection tool you want, whether it's the lasso or the quick selection. I like using the quick selection. Selects it very quickly. Edit, copy. Keep in mind, as far as shortcut keys go, anytime like an edit copy or edit transform or edit paste, you'll notice there's a symbol with the letter C there. That's the shortcut key to copying. So to edit copy is the same thing as holding command and hitting the letter C to copy very quickly. So instead of doing it this way, when I have my selection up, I'm going to hold command, hit the letter C to copy, go here, and the shortcut key to pasting is Command V as in van or vendetta or something like that. And there it is. Command C, Command V to copy and paste. Command T to scale. And you'll notice by doing stuff like this, makes you become more efficient and speeds things up. And you're going to learn new things like that as you go. And there is our face. And I could move things around to make things fit better and stuff like that. But we were successful in selecting every single object here, copying it, and pasting it into our own document. I'm going to save this.